Hey, what's up? This is going to be my arm day that I'm doing during my bulk, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. It's pretty much going to be supersets all the way through, except for the last two exercises, and let's just get straight into it. First up, we got cheat curls. Now, some people may not like cheat curls, but I think they're okay, especially since every other bicep exercise I'm going to be doing is going to have much stricter form. So I think cheating on easy bar curls for the first exercise is okay and helps you move a lot more weight. So if you're going to cheat on curls, that would be my advice, is just make sure you're also doing exercises with stricter form. Anyway, for sets and reps, I do these for 2 sets of 6 to 10 reps. So not really high rep, not really low rep, kind of in a lowish moderate range. And I superset these with close grip bench press. Excuse me, I meant incline close grip bench press. This one is also 2 sets of 6 to 10 reps. And I honestly prefer incline close grip bench press over flat, just because I feel like I can get a better stretch on the triceps if I go incline. And for something like triceps, I do think it's a good idea to combine exercises where you get a good stretch and a good peak contraction. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all I have to say about that superset, so let's go ahead and jump over to the next one, which is going to start off with dumbbell preacher curls. These I do for 2 sets of 6 to 12 reps because I find these to be a lot more difficult to progress on. And even when I can hit 12 reps on both sets, when I increase the weight, it's a struggle to even get 6 reps at the increased weight. Also, my advice and what I do for dumbbell preacher curls, because you're working each arm separately, it is a unilateral exercise, I would suggest leading with your weaker arm. You're usually going to have one side that's weaker, so do that side first, and then just however many reps you get, match that with your stronger arm. So there you saw I did my left arm first because my left arm is weaker. No surprises there. And now I'm doing my right arm, and I'm just going to match what I got with the left arm. To be perfectly honest, I would like to do these with an easy bar, but I don't have a preacher curl bench, and I don't think my wife wants me to buy more gym equipment to put in the apartment. But if you're in a commercial gym, then this shouldn't be an issue to do with an easy bar, and that should save you a little bit of time. Because as you can see, doing these unilaterally, it does take more time, which can be annoying, but then the benefit is that, you get to train each arm separately. Moving on to the next exercise in the superset, these are going to be tricep pushdowns, also for 2 sets, but I go a little bit lower in the rep range. Well, kind of. If I'm feeling it, I'll go up to 12 reps, but if not, then I'll keep it in the 6 to 10 range. Kind of depends on how I'm feeling. I don't know. Sometimes I just kind of gas out on these when I get up past 10 reps, but yeah, as long as it's close enough, I'm okay with it. Now, you will find that a lot of people do their pushdowns differently because you can use a lot of different attachments for the pushdown, and you can do different things with your hands and where you put your elbows and in relation to your body. And my advice, if you want to feel the long head of your tricep better, would be to use a straight bar, then use a thumbless grip, so your thumb over the bar, and then when you're pushing down, try to focus on pushing through your thumbs, so almost like you're trying to use your thumbs to push the bar apart as you push down. Also make sure you're hinging at the hip and keeping your elbows in front of your torso, and for me at least, that helps me feel the long head of my tricep so much better on pushdowns. Skipping ahead again to the next superset, the next one is going to start off with incline dumbbell curls. I find these very similar to the dumbbell preacher curls in that they're very hard to progress. So I also do these for 2 sets of 6 to 12. I also do these at not a super low incline, well, not even really a low incline. It's a pretty high incline, maybe about 60 degrees. I don't think you really need to go super low on these to get the full benefits of them, or at least most of the benefits. So I think a 60-degree angle is fine. 45 might be better, but I don't know. 60's fine, I think. And these are going to be superset with tricep dips. So on my chest day, I do chest dips, which already hits the triceps a ton. So on arm day, I do tricep dips. I don't go as deep as I do with chest dips. If you've seen my chest workout video, I'm going super, super, super deep on that to get a huge stretch on the pecs. With this one, I'm really just more focused on keeping my torso upright. I probably should lift my legs a little bit up to go a little bit deeper, but I don't know. I feel it in my triceps a lot. Like my triceps, I feel them working pretty hard on those. So I don't think it makes, probably does make a difference, but anyway, maybe I'm just being a pussy. I'll probably try to start going lower on those. Anyway, those I do for 2 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Those are a little easier to progress on, I find. But anyway, let's go ahead and skip over to the next superset. Should be the last superset, and it's going to start off with concentration curls. Again, these are 2 sets of 6 to 12 because, like most of the bicep exercises in my arm day, I find them pretty hard to progress on. And I don't exactly have any tips for concentration curls. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward exercise. I think pretty much everybody should know how to do it, more or less. I've definitely heard tips on how to get more of a stretch and things like that, but I don't really care too much because between the preacher curls and the incline curls, I think I'm getting plenty of stretch. And like I said earlier, I think if you're combining exercises that get a good stretch and a good peak contraction, I think you're already pretty solid. Like, you're golden. Plus, concentration curls are just a lot of fun to do as is. Like, they're probably my favorite bicep exercise. They're so much fun. I love doing them. And the next exercise in this superset is, technically it's a one-arm tricep pushdown, but I do it in maybe a little bit of a different way. I'm basically combining a one-arm pushdown with a cable tricep kickback. So what I'm actually doing is pulling my elbow behind my torso and then trying to focus on extending the elbow so that my arm ends up also behind my torso. Or if you want to be really simple about it, just do a one-arm push down, pull your elbow back behind you, and just imagine that you're doing a kickback. And that should pretty much get you there. And doing it this way, oh my God, the long head of my triceps are just in flames. They are on fire with this one. Absolutely nothing hits the same way. Anyway, these are also done for 2 sets of 6 to 12. This one, in my opinion, this one is the most difficult out of all of my arm exercises that I do to progress on. Like, I've been stuck here on 10 kilos, about 22 pounds for a while. And I know that I will progress at some point, but this one, it just takes the longest in my experience to progress. And this video is already pretty long, or at least longer than all my other workout videos, even with me skipping ahead. So let's just go ahead and jump right ahead to the next exercise. Next one's not going to be in a superset, but it's going to be incline hammer curls. There's no particular reason why I do them on an incline. I just want to sit down and do these. And I don't know, I figure if I'm sitting down, may as well do them on an incline. But anyway, I do these for 2 sets of 8 to 12. I also put my hands more towards the front of the dumbbell. I don't really know the reason why. I've just heard it recommended to do it that way. So, that's how I do it. That's pretty much going to do it for the arm exercises. If you've seen my other workout videos, then you know that I like to add in some other things like abs, obliques, forearms, things like that on the different workout days. And today is going to be obliques with dumbbell side bend or standing oblique crunch, whatever you want to call it. Regardless, these are definitely my favorite exercise for obliques, and on arm day I'll do these for 2 sets of 6 to 10. And while I do these, I like to put my hand on the obliques of the opposite side. So I'll hold the dumbbell on one side, put my hand on my obliques on the other side. I don't know if there's actually any benefit to this. It just gives me a much better mind-muscle connection, in my opinion. So yeah, I like to do it. And that's pretty much going to do it for my arm day. So if you're still watching, thank you so much. This one was a little longer than any of my other ones. So definitely appreciate if you're still watching. So definitely like and comment if you enjoyed it, or if you didn't, whatever. I'm open to critique. Let me know what you do for arms, and also let me know if you want me to cover any particular topic, or make whatever kind of video you guys want to see, because this is the last of my workout videos that I had to record. So yeah, trying to figure out what to do next. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, and have a good one.